Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the Buzz, Chelsea Clinton and her longtime boyfriend, Mark Mizvinsky, are now married. And even with swarms of media and onlookers buzzing around Rhinebeck, New York, that estate there where their ceremony was held, they managed to keep their wedding ultra private. Now, these are the first and so far the only pictures of the couple. I have to say, she looks stunning.
We are the only ones that have
That's
the
right.
Road Show, first to get them.
That's right. The family released these themselves. In a statement, the parents of the bride said, quote, watched with great pride and overwhelming emotion as the couple wed, and they could not have asked for a more perfect day. Now, rumors had circulated the wedding was going to be star-studded, but former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, dress designer Vera Wang, and Ted Danson were the only celebs spotted in the town and at the ceremony. The wedding was top secret, so top secret, in fact, that the FAA issued a no-fly zone over the sprawling Astor Courts estate. The Clintons did try to make good with the locals, who were inconvenienced by the massive security in town. I thought this was really cool. What they did, they went around, they gave a bottle of wine to every neighbor from a local vineyard with a little note to it. And it was an idea that allegedly came from wedding planner Brian Raffinelli, who's actually originally from Rhode Island, and now he's based out of Boston. A couple of things that I thought were really interesting about this. First of all, there were rumors that it wasn't going to be in Rhinebeck at all. It was actually going to be held on Martha's Vineyard, and that the whole thing was a ruse, which I thought was neat. And then the other thing, too, was that what I really liked about this, or actually, this was even more surprising, President Obama wasn't invited.
Well, I think he said he didn't want to be a distraction.
Well, he said that.
Maybe he wasn't invited, but he's Hillary's boss, so
I know.
This
you would
might
think.
be a job security
and,
issue.
a sitting president and,
But you got to remember, too, that Hillary lost out in the nomination process to Barack Obama, so maybe she's still got some
I like a Ted Danson made an appearance.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
Well, and
Norm and Cliff there, too?
Is it Steenburgen? Mary Steenburgen, his wife?
His wife, yeah.
She was there as well, so.
I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is, honestly. He was president 2 presidents ago. I know it's a president's daughter, not a sitting president's daughter. I mean, Bill isn't exactly the poster boy for solid marriages.
Right,
I don't know. There's just a lot out there. Is he still married to Hillary?
Yes,
they're still married. Okay.
Of course. But I do understand what you're saying. There have been rumors that his philandering continues. I mean, I read the book Game Change, where that was a serious liability in Hillary's campaign process. They were trying to contain him and that sort of thing. So, you're right. But I do think what's beautiful about it is that this was a family that was in the White House, an iconic American family.
So many people, sorry to interrupt, so many people from my generation feel like we grew up with Chelsea. She's close in age to me. And
actually, you're right.
I remember George Bush Sr. and Reagan and whatnot, but, the Clintons kind of felt like that's when I was old enough to kind of figure out politics and whatnot. And, I felt like I kind of grew up with Chelsea, and now she's all grown up.
And I have to say, again, I think she looks stunning. I love the veil, I love the dress, I love the makeup, everything.
It's like Willie, by the way, lost 15 pounds.
He's been busy. He's a busy guy. He's traveling around all over the place. Again, people can do what they want with their own money, but the thing that drove me crazy was for the last week, all I heard about was how much the flowers cost and how much they had to pay for security and the band, and it's going to be a $3 to $5 million wedding and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
When there's so many people in this world, and this is a world event. I mean, let's be honest, this isn't just a local deal here. So many people are struggling right now. I just shoved it down our throats all week hearing about how much this thing was going to cost.
I think Patrick's a little nervous because he has a daughter, and he's seeing this.
A tent in the backyard with my next door neighbor will be DJing. We'll have a keg of beer.
Are they going to Art and Cindy? Everybody can jump in Art and Cindy's pool.
Art and Cindy's pool. We'll have the party there. I'm sure they're great hosts. They have great parties in the neighborhood all the time. I think we're on to something.
Host Ben Hague will be emceeing.
Yes, that's
right. And Lily's going to sing.
That's right. And Celine Dion will make an appearance. Mel, I want to throw it over to you because I thought she just looked stunning. What did you think?
She did. I mean, I saw some of the pictures, and I think she just looked absolutely breathtaking. And I tell you, I think they did a pretty good job at keeping it under wraps. I mean, you heard some details, but not too many, so I really think they did a great job. But let's head on over to the live blog right now on foxprovidence.com and see what some of our blogger friends have to say this morning. Joseph Butera says, I think the Clintons could have done a better job keeping this wedding under wraps. Maybe not hear about the wedding at all. And in case you're just joining us this morning, I posted today's Buzz Poll question on our homepage on foxprovidence.com. You'll find it on the right-hand side of the page right under the live blog. And today we're asking, are you surprised that the details of Chelsea's wedding was kept under wraps? And your choices are A, yes, I expected the details to be leaked, or B, no, great security measures were taken. And as always, our friends on Facebook this morning are weighing in. Jennifer says Chelsea was always a quiet young lady and probably had the right professional people that she was working with to keep a lot of it private. And Diana says, all I have heard about this weekend was her wedding. That doesn't seem too private to me. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back at the end of the show with your web poll results.